My name is Patricia Harlan, and at 69 years old, I thought I had life all figured out. I'd spent my winters in a cozy gated community in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, escaping the brutal Michigan snows like so many other snowbirds. My husband, Tom, had passed away 10 years ago from a sudden heart attack, leaving me a comfortable nest egg from his life insurance and our joint savings. We never had much extravagance, but it was enough for a peaceful retirement. Or so I thought. For the past 5 years, I'd been funneling money to my only son, Kyle, and his wife, Amanda. Kyle was 38, a real estate agent who always seemed to be between big deals, and Amanda, 35, worked part-time as a yoga instructor, but spent most of her time on social media, posting about their blessed life in Sarasota. I'd given them over $55,000 in that time, $10,000 for a down payment on their boat, which they named Amanda's Dream, $15,000 for golf club memberships at an exclusive course, $20,000 for renovations to their beach house, and countless smaller amounts for emergencies, like car repairs or vet bills for their designer dog. I did it out of love, or what I convinced myself was love. Kyle was my baby, the light of my life after Tom died. I wanted him to have everything I never did. It started small. A call here, Mom, the boat needs new upholstery, can you spot us $2,000? A text there, Amanda's stressed, a spa weekend would help, maybe $500? I always said yes. I'd transfer the money via app, feeling that warm glow of being needed. But deep down, I knew it was more. They rarely visited unless they needed something. Christmas cards were generic, and phone calls were brief unless prefixed with, "We have a favor to ask." Still, I told myself it was family. That's what mothers do. The wedding was the breaking point. Kyle and Amanda had been engaged for 2 years, and I'd been buzzing with excitement. I'd even wired them $5,000 last month for wedding expenses, thinking it was for invitations or a cake. I pictured myself in a flowy sundress, walking down a sandy aisle in the Florida Keys, toasting my son's happiness. But when I called Kyle one sunny afternoon to confirm dates, Amanda answered with that sugary voice she reserved for influencers. "Oh, Patricia. We eloped last weekend in Key West. It was magical, just us, my parents, and a few close friends. We wanted it intimate, you know? Only the special people who really get us." Special people. The words slapped me harder than a Gulf storm. I, who had paid for half their lifestyle, wasn't special. I gripped the phone, staring out at the manicured lawns of my community, the palm trees swaying mockingly. Kyle came on the line, mumbling, "Mom, it was spontaneous. We didn't want drama." But I saw the photos on Instagram later that night, Amanda in a $3,000 gown, which I'd probably helped fund, her family clinking champagne glasses on a yacht, Kyle grinning like he'd won the lottery. No mention of me. Not even a tag. That night, I cried into my pillow, the kind of sobs that come from deep betrayal. But by morning, something shifted. I brewed my coffee, strong, black, no sugar, and sat at my kitchen table, pulling out bank statements. I tallied it all, $55,000 exactly. Rent assistance when Kyle's commissions dipped, $12,000. Golf dues, $8,000 yearly, times 5. Boat maintenance, endless. Beach house kitchen remodel, $18,000. It added up to a small fortune, siphoned from my retirement fund. What had I gotten? A few thank you texts and exclusion from their joy. When Amanda called a week later, her voice was all honey again. "Patricia, sweetie, the mortgage is due, and Kyle's deal fell through. Can you transfer the usual $1,000? The bank's breathing down our necks." I paused, sipping my coffee. "Amanda, remember what you said about the wedding? Only special people." Silence. Then, stammering, "What?" "Oh, that was just, we meant intimate." "Your family." "Family," I echoed. "But not special enough for your big day." "Well, I've decided I only help special people too." I hung up, my hands shaking but my heart steady. For the first time, I felt power, not pity. The calls escalated. "Kyle, Mom, this isn't you. You're acting crazy." Text from Amanda, "We love you. Let's talk." But I knew the script. They were desperate. Their lifestyle, brunches, boat trips, Instagram filters relied on my checks. A few days later, I decided to fortify my home. I'd heard stories from bridge club friends about pushy relatives. I called a local tech guy to install smart home security, cameras, motion sensors, app-controlled locks. Cost $2,500. Worth every penny. I also joined the community's bridge club, something I'd postponed because Kyle might need me. The ladies, Evelyn, Maria, and Louise, were welcoming, all retirees like me, swapping stories over cards. That's when the real storm hit. 2 weeks after I cut them off, I came home from bridge to find Kyle's truck in my driveway. Inside, Kyle and Amanda sat on my floral sofa, with a stranger in a suit rifling through my desk drawers. My blood boiled. "What the hell is this?" I demanded, slamming the door. Amanda jumped up, fake tears glistening. "Patricia, thank God. We're so worried about you." Kyle avoided my eyes. "Mom, you've been acting weird. Canceling transfers, ignoring calls. We brought Mr. Lawson, he's a lawyer, to help." The man extended a hand. "Mrs. Harlan, your family believes you're showing signs of diminished capacity. We're here to discuss guardianship." Guardianship? They wanted to declare me incompetent to control my money. I laughed, a bitter sound. "Get out. All of you." But they didn't. Kyle pleaded, "Mom, the boat payment's overdue. The house renovations, we co-signed with your credit. You can't just stop." "I can, and I did." I grabbed my phone, dialing 911. Intruders in my home. They left in a huff, but the threat lingered. That night, I couldn't sleep. Adrenaline coursed through me. I wasn't delusional. I was done being a doormat. The next morning, I called my old friend from Michigan, now a lawyer in Miami, Rebecca Stein. "Pat, this is elder abuse," she said after I explained. "Document everything. We'll fight." We met at her office overlooking Biscayne Bay. Rebecca reviewed my finances, the $55,000 transfers, emails begging for more. "This shows exploitation. We'll get a restraining order and prepare for court if they sue." Back home, my HOA neighbors rallied. Evelyn, next door, brought casseroles. I went through this with my niece. "You're not alone." Maria, a retired nurse, suggested a geriatric specialist for an evaluation. Dr. Elena Vargas, 55, with kind eyes, tested me, memory, logic, finances. "Mrs. Harlan, you're sharper than most 50-year-olds. No issues." Armed with her report, I felt ready. But Kyle and Amanda escalated. A week later, a process server delivered papers, petition for guardianship. Claims, delusional behavior, unnecessary smart home tech, isolating from family, erratic finances. Witnesses, Amanda's yoga friend, a banker who'd seen my transfer stop, and, shockingly, Kyle's accountant, alleging tax irregularities on my end. Wait, tax evasion? I dug deeper with Rebecca. Turns out, Kyle had claimed some of my gifts as business expenses on his taxes, dodging IRS scrutiny. We'd uncover that in discovery. The hearing was in West Palm Beach Courthouse, a sterile building with echoing halls. I wore my best linen suit, hair pinned neatly. Kyle and Amanda arrived, her in pearls, him in a tie, props for the Concerned Family Act. Their lawyer, slick as an oil spill, opened. "Your Honor, Patricia Harlan has isolated herself, installed paranoid security, and cut off support irrationally. She's at risk." Amanda testified, tears flowing. "She's like a mom to me. But lately, she's changed bridge club instead of family, cameras everywhere. We're scared she'll hurt herself." Kyle, "Mom's always helped. Now she's hoarding money, ignoring bills we co-signed." Rebecca cross-examined. "Mr. Harlan, how much has your mother given you?" $55,000? "And you excluded her from your wedding." "It was intimate," he muttered. Our turn. Dr. Vargas, "Mrs. Harlan is fully competent. Excellent cognition." Evelyn and Maria, "Pat's vibrant, social. Those cameras? Smart after break-ins here." Then, the bombshell. Rebecca presented IRS docs. "Your Honor, petitioners have evaded taxes using Mrs. Harlan's funds. This suit is greed, not concern." The judge, A no-nonsense woman. Ruled. Petition denied. Mrs. Harlan is competent. Recommend IRS review for petitioners. Victory tasted like sweet key lime pie. Outside, Cal approached. Mom, we can fix this. No, I said. You fixed it yourselves. 3 months later, I sold my house for $450,000, pocketing profit after fees. I moved to a luxury condo in Miami Beach, ocean views, gym, no memories. With savings, I started a podcast, Silver Strength, Stories of Senior Empowerment. Episodes on abuse, guests like Evelyn. It went viral among boomers. I traveled to Europe, Paris cafes, Italian ruins. No more wiring money, I wired experiences to my soul. Kyle and Amanda? Rumors. Downsized apartment. Amanda full-time work, Kyle hustling deals. Adversity might teach them. At 70, under Miami stars, I know love isn't bought. Freedom is priceless. I'm Patricia Harlan, free at last.